The lady there, by name Chidima, a 21-year-old lady and 300 level mass communication students of University of Lagos. So checked in into a service apartment in Lekki with the late man on that Sunday. So they were there together as friends. On Tuesday, she departed, left the man inside. So when the man did not come out on Tuesday, on Wednesday, I think those who are evacuating the trash bins, so went in to do their normal duty and discovered that the door to the apartment was a bit half opened. So the door was opened and to remove the trash, and the man was found on the floor in the pool of his blood with boxers only on. And that was the story, that was the beginning. And we started our investigation. So started doing all the leads, and God's willing now, yesterday night, we were able to track her and got her arrested. So, and she has confessed to the committal of the offense. It was as a result of a drug that both of them took, and combined with alcohol, and they became high, and they tried to have fun with themselves now, which she resisted, and the man insisted, so that led to that fracas. So after they been there, that was last Tuesday. And at the end of the day, so she reached out to a kitchen knife, stabbed the man twice at the neck. So cut off the artery that supplies the blood, and while that story continues to, he equally stabbed him in the stomach and left him in the pool of the blood, and cleverly changed and left him there and went away on that Tuesday. So it was not discovered until Wednesday when we evacuated and we started our investigation. She equally disappeared now with the man's ATM card, which she said the man gave to her voluntarily and equally gave her the PIN, with which she thereafter went to make some withdrawals. So from that, when we got now, we blocked that line. And the man's driver license, and equally, so the man's other documents, the bank statement, the bag the man took there. So she went with all those things. And we recovered all those. And equally to the clothes he wore while the fight was on, fully soaked with the man's blood. So we got it recovered as an exhibit, and which she admitted. And I just asked her at the age of 21 now, what gave you that, so that effrontery, that strength now? She said, because of the drug both of them took, and the alcohol, that was what gave that. So that what led to that. It's too sad. We need to make this so as to reduce what has gone on in the press. Immediately that thing happened now, social media went agog and went with fake news that Lekki is no longer safe. So one Michael Usifo has been kidnapped and they've taken him now. So all the money in his account has been withdrawn and they've killed him after kidnapping him. So everybody in Lekki, please, for God's sake, we don't need to go into the media when we are not sure of our facts. So social media is to promote unity, to promote security. What we now turn social media now to promote disunity and ditch out fake news. Such news is not going to end here in this country. It goes outside this country, and it is our image collectively as Nigerians and the country, so that goes out. So I appeal to members of the public. If anything happens and you want clarification, go to the authority, and that's what we call now investigative journalism. Not just getting home, so staying the comfort of our houses now and start fabricating news and sending the news out. The damage that one has caused has gone a long way. So that was why now we just decided that since God assisted us now, so with the other agencies that we work together collaboratively, and we're able to, so as the lead one now, so we're able to get her arrested. We just feel that it's necessary to let members of the public know, so that all the insinuations, all what have gone now, so all the bad news will be put to rest.
He asked me to get a shortlet where we can stay. So I checked for it online and then I sent to him. He said I should go check it out. Then I went to check it out. And then he paid for it. That was how it is that day. We were together drinking, smoking. We had fun. So I went to get food. And on Tuesday, he was trying to make advances on me, which I was tired, but he became violent on it. So he got his way, which I let him. And then in the afternoon, towards afternoon, we ordered for smoke. We ordered for smoke and also roofies together. We became high, and I wasn't happy for the first one he did, so I was still on my own, just smoking and drinking with my food that I've eaten. So he too was on his own couch. Then he came on to me while I was watching a movie. He became violent or trying to get to me, and I was resisting and defending myself. And at some point, he hit my head on the wall, and I also retaliated. And also, at some point, it was choking me, which I was on the kitchen cabinet. I lay on the kitchen cabinet while he was choking me, and then I stretched out the knife, and then I stabbed his neck. The first one was both. The first one was twice the instance. The first one on the neck side. That was the first one. And then when I stabbed him the first one twice, I threw the knife on the bed. Then he was going for it while I went for it. So while I laid on the bed, that's when he came on me to hold the knife, and that's when I managed to stab him with the knife. And then when he dragged the knife from me, he managed to slice my hand. And then as he was holding it, the knife broke, so it slipped off from his hand. I still managed to held to it, but then it was now weak, and then he fell on the floor. Why he was lying there, I changed, and then I left the room. I looked for the key for where he hid it, and I left the room.